Hi, Ellery Jones. How are you all doing? Let me just close this curtain a bit. It's giving us a bit of a funny light, isn't it? I'm just in the bedroom because I basically, you know why I'm in the bedroom? Because I don't like the kids hearing me talk about weight. I grew up with a lot of discussions about weight always going on round over my head, and I think it caused quite a bit of stinking thing. Not from my mum and dad. My mum and dad were really sane about weight and eating and not messed up about it at all. But it's more my extended family really were. But every time they saw me, and I was a slim child and I was a slim teenager, but they would say and they would go, be careful that you don't put on weight, my dear. The family is very fat. Be very careful, my dear, that you don't get fat. And they used to say that to me all the time. I'd come down the stairs and say, like, we had guests, and somebody would say, oh, Nadia, she's lovely. Oh, no. You wait till you see her sister. She is the lovely one. Because she was blonde. Hence, I just had a little bit of a messed up mind for a while about my looks. Hello, Angie Bayliss. Hello, Rosemary Ash. Hello, Liz Ritchie. So, I thought it'd be good to do a live Q&A. Let me sit up a bit. It's a bit rude, isn't it? You've come all this way to my YouTube channel, and I'm not even sitting up. Hang on a minute. I'm just going to take my contact lenses out. It's a bit ugly, so wait a minute. Don't want you to see me taking them out. Because people go, because the weird thing is I see better close up without them. Oh, that's better. Now I can see it. Is my face a bit too close? Is it a bit annoying? Am I like in your face? Hello, welcome to my channel. If you are new, not my channel, mine and my husband's, my family's channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you've not joined us before, so that you never miss anything. So I think this is week 6 that I've been talking to you about 16A. I've done 6, this will be my 6th film. All the others are recorded. So if you want to go back to the first one and get the whole story, then that would be great. Howdy Caesar, howdy Sarah, howdy Gladys, Karen. I'm 2 weeks in, not seen much loss yet. Jacqueline Frost, Liz Lowe, Annie Brown, how are you all? I got the 16.8 the wrong way round, wondered why I wasn't getting anywhere. That's funny. So, yeah, if you're new to it, hi Yolanda, I don't think I've seen your name before. Hi Sue Eva, Faith, Sarah Watkins. So if you're new to it and new to this channel, go back over the previous 4 or 5 films, because in some of them I've done like what I eat in a day and but just a quick sort of condensed little story of it, just in case this is your first time on the channel, and then we'll go into Q&A. So basically, I've had a very bizarre and negative relationship with my body and with my weight for most of my adult life. But in the last 4 or 5 years, I've been on a journey, and that has been transformational mentally here, where I don't really believe in body confidence or body all of that sort of stuff. My thing is body acceptance. I'll never be completely confident about my body, but I accept this amazing body that walks around for me, laughs for me, runs for me on occasion if my foot doesn't hurt too much, cuddles those I love, all the amazing things my body does. I accept this body and I'm grateful for it, but it's taken a lot of hard work to get there. Over the years, I have tried every diet known to man, and all I ever did was diet, lose weight, put on more weight, diet, lose weight, put on more weight. If somebody says to me not to have something, not to eat something, I become obsessed with it and I don't eat it, and then I binge on it. And that's been kind of a cycle through my whole life. A few years ago, I discovered 16-8, which is a method of eating where you fast for 16 hours and you eat for 8. Now, people think you starve for 16 hours and then you binge for 8 hours, which of course would be incredibly unhealthy. You're just, if you think about it, having your food but in a shorter window of time, so that your body has this 16 hours to do the fat burning, to do the autophagy, which is to get rid of dead cells. And it's a very for me, a very empowering way of eating. Empowering, I say, because I choose it. I choose what I eat. I'm not following any lists. I'm not following any restrictions. I'm not following loads of do's and don'ts. Lots and lots of people do keto as well as 16-8. I'd rather stick hot needles in my eyes. I couldn't think of anything bloody worse. Keto. No, 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 because I like my carbohydrates. So what is done for me, 16-8, is it releases me for overthinking about food. I know that I eat from 10:30 till 6:30. And I don't eat a single calorie outside of those windows. Unless I'm having a relaxed day and suddenly friends turn up and go, fuck it, let's open a bottle of wine and have a piece of cake. You know, it's just taking the restrictive, crazy, stinking thinking ideas out of your head. Now, I'm just sharing my experience. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not anybody special in any way. I just, you know, as I say, I'm a 2-bit TV presenter. What it is that this way of eating isn't recommended for people that have had eating disorders, because you could easily slip into some sort of really restrictive pattern. So, but please do consult your doctor if you have any conditions or if you're on any medication, because who knows, it might interfere with it. So, and I don't want somebody to sue me. So I'm not telling anyone to do anything. I'm just sharing my experience. So anyway, a couple of years ago, I did 16-8. It was the time I was most stable with my weight and with my eating and everything. And then I kind of slipped off it, and then I sort of forgot about it, went off kilter with it. Recently, a couple of months ago, doctor weighed me and said, oh, I fucking hate it when they weigh you, and told me that that I had to lose some weight for my health. My dad's diabetic and I have high cholesterol. So the reason I am losing weight is not because I think the only way to be in life is to be slim, because I like my body. At 56-year-olds, I get a hold of the squidge on my tummy and I squeeze it and I love it and I think it feels nice. My cellulite is just holy flesh. Like my kids used to say when they were little, Mum, why do you have holes in your bum? It's a lovely way to think of it. I've got holes in my bum. Why have you got holes in your leg, dips in your legs? So all of that, sorry, I'm probably waffling here, but you know, it's all basically 16-8 works for me because I don't have to cut out loads of foods, which I hate to do, and I cannot count a calorie or count a macro because life is too fucking short. So, questions. Will having skimmed milk break my fast? Okay, so there's two things with 16-8 that I understand, but also always do your own research. So if you were to have a tablespoon of milk in your tea, say for instance, it's not going to destroy your weight loss. But this autophagy, that you're trying to get your body into, it's better if you don't have a single calorie, like not even fruit teas. So I drink black tea, you can drink black coffee, you can drink as much water as you want. Green tea is fantastic, it's an appetite suppressant. Coffee is fantastic, it's an appetite suppressant. I have a really big glass of water first thing in the morning. I have a big glass of water because whether you feel thirsty or not, you are thirsty. If you're somebody that finds it really difficult to drink water, just make yourself drink some water because your body will love you for it. If you want to increase your energy, if you want better skin, if you want your body to be able to burn fat, if you want, you know, your metabolism to work well, you've got to have water. So just get over it. If you can't drink water, just force yourself to. Just put a glass beside your bed maybe, and just make sure you drink it before you do anything else. No sweeteners, nothing. And if you think about it, even diet sodas, anything like that, nothing in your fasting. You know, the thing is, this is like the, you know, best too. But you're right, darling. Who is it? Oh, those are. Oh, bye, darling. Have a lovely time. I love you. Love you. Give Paddy a big kiss for me. Can it take a couple of weeks to kick in? I don't know about that, but what I would say is if you've been having a very high sugar, very high white carbohydrate diet before you start, it's better to just like go gradually, start cutting that down a bit. Lots of people start by doing 14-10, or they'll do, alternate days, or they might do a weekend, because it can be really hard to just go straight into it. So if you do it gradually, yeah. Addicted to Coke Zero. I'm a juice junkie. Oh, so bad for your system. It's not good for your gut, is it? If you think about it. I mean, I think the occasional one, but if you're like my husband who has like 5 or 6 a day, it's just bad for you, isn't it? Oh, I get a lot of IF info from Dr. Rhonda Patrick. Listen to this, guys. This is from Laura Ann Jamieson at Found My Fitness. She's brilliant. Don't know if you've heard of her, Nadia, but I would highly recommend. Thank you so much. I will check her out. Any recommendations? Yeah, oh, thank you. Oh, how am I going to find that again now? Rhonda Patrick, was it? Rhonda Patrick. Yeah, Rhonda Patrick. Liz, I have kidney failure as well. I found 16-8 works well. God, did you Caesar? But did you check with the doctor? Caesar, check with the doctor. Presume you're on a low carb diet as well as fasting. Doing for 6 weeks now. Only lost 7 pounds so far. Only lost 7 pounds. Think of that. That is 14 packets of butter you have removed from your body. Only. That's brilliant. And no, I'm not on a low carb. Low carb makes me angry. Inulin, I take that music and end. You're right, I take that. Is there anything realistically you need to avoid eating? Listen, the way to think about this is we all know what a healthy diet is, don't we? Well, no, actually, not everybody does. But you want good food. I think quite a good thing to do is, years ago, I bought this book called The 8-Hour Diet, right? I think it's still in publication, but it's quite old. I think it was printed 2003 or something like that. And in there, he recommends, and it's obviously just because it's easy, 8 hours fasting, 8 minutes of exercise, 8 fruits and veg, just because it's easy to think 8, 8, 8. You can think 7, 7, 7 if you like. It's far more efficiently, and you're going to feel energized, and you're going to look glowy, and your skin's going to look better if you're eating a really good Mediterranean diet, which we know what that is. That's lean proteins, though I don't have lean because I like crispy skin on my chicken, so I eat it. So, lean proteins, legumes, vegetables. Can you get a rainbow on your plate? Fruits and vegetables. Brown bread, though I don't always have that. Sometimes I just want a piece of white toast, so I have it. But these are my rules, my rule of thumb. Brown rice, but if I'm a Chinese and I want white rice, I'll have white rice. But my aim is to mostly eat really well. So a really good way to, when you break your fast, a really good thing to do is just maybe have some Greek yogurt, really high protein that, and I'll have some blueberries, I'll have a sprinkle of granola, not like 5 great big handfuls of granola, because obviously that's not going to be great. A little swizzle of honey. Then if I'm still hungry, I'll have maybe an egg and some avocado. It's really about listening to your body and saying, am I really hungry? Do I want a massive plate, or am I tired, lonely, angry, sad, in love, fallen out of love? Because we eat for so many other reasons than, just we need to eat. I followed 16-8 before, and I've been doing 16-8 since July, August this year, and I've lost 59 pounds. Sarah Davis. Wow. Wow. That's incredible. Bloody big round of applause. That's a lot. Oh, Kerry Grace, you had the sleeve and it's really working for you. Oh, I'm so glad. You had IBS as well. After 2 hours sleep, I wake up so hungry, so need to get a snack. That suggests you're not eating enough before you go to sleep. Some people get really low blood sugar, don't they, in the middle of the night? I heard about that. Some people sleepwalk and eat. Great excuse. No, they really do. It's really awful. Sarah Watkins, I eat healthily during the day, but my problem is always snacking in the evening. I just can't stop. It's a habit and form of punishment, I think. Now, Mark, my husband, his eating at night was so off the scale. And I have to tell you, when he first started doing 16-8, I thought I was going to go completely fucking mad. I thought, I can't do this with him. I just can't do it. Because he was just prowling round and round and round. I'm starving. Oh, my God, I'm so hungry. Oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. And it's really interesting. It's really calmed down now. Sometimes we watch a late night Below Deck, and that's a disaster because all the food on that is so good. I love feeling hungry, says Claire. Well, that's interesting. I know what you mean. Sometimes it just feels good. It makes you... Well, I have to say that fasting for me works really well up here for my mentals. It really does. I feel much more clear-headed and energized in the morning. Really important that you have enough liquids, though, guys. I have to stop watching baking shows, says Milk Honey. No, just plan to watch them within your 8 hours and have a nice slice of cake whilst you're doing it. I dreamt of eating Whisper bars last night, says Amy Roper. Yeah, I dream about food. Wendy Stewart, I'm doing 16-8 for the last few weeks, but I'm not losing that much weight. I'm trying also to eat healthy. What am I doing wrong? Do I need to exercise as well? Well, first of all, I don't know what you're eating. But don't go mad with exercise. I don't know whether you've done exercise before, but could you first of all, in your fasted state before you eat, walk for 4 minutes one way and then walk for 4 minutes the other way? Could you do that every day? Just walk for 4 minutes, time it, and then walk 4 minutes back. And then maybe a couple of times in your fast state, when you go up the stairs, go back down and then go back up them again. Just little things like that. Just little things. Don't suddenly go into a massive exercise routine, because we know what we're like. We just all give up on it. If you're going too far, too quickly, you'll end up giving up. Little incremental improvements will do you the power of good, and not to be impatient. I need to try this again. I crave my bran flakes in the morning. I love them. You see, I love bran flakes, but I find all those breakfast cereals leave me starving hungry. They make me hungrier. Do you know all this stuff about how breakfast is the most important meal in the day? Do you know where that comes from? That report was commissioned by cereal makers years ago. It really was. It really was. Look it up. It's fascinating. I find those cereals just make me hungrier than ever, don't you? Like, I have a bowl of cereal, I'm starving and need another bowl of cereal. I find the best thing for me is eggs. Oh my God, it keeps me full. This ain't go all day on an egg. I drink loads of water. I remember years ago I couldn't even touch stuff. Claire, that's so good you drink water. Bran flakes are so sweet. All those cereals have got so much hidden sugar in them. I'm telling you. They're expensive, they've got loads of sugar, and they increase your hunger. They do. Sarah Watkins never eats breakfast. Oh, I love honey Cheerios too, Ruth Blanford. Eggs make me trump. Weetabix. I think Weetabix is the only one without sugar, isn't it? But the thing is with it is that they're also processed. So when something's processed, it's like, imagine like, the difference, you want foods that, like, you've got to think of it like this. So like, if you were to light a log or a branch, how long would it take to burn? And you were to light a piece of paper and it flies off. And you want slow burning foods that aren't just going to disappear and make you hungrier. So things like, that's why I'm saying all the wholemeal stuff, like a bowl of oats with blueberries and Greek yogurt or with milk are going to keep you full for so much longer than, say, something like bran flakes or Cheerios. Cheerios will do nothing. Cheerios will only make you hungrier. They're just, I love them so much. Like the girls, if they get a box of Cheerios because they've got friends coming over, they have to hide them because they know I'll eat them all. Because they're so sugary. You put your hand in, you stick your hand and you have enough. It's just like, it's terrible. Oh, wow. Mimi004. Do you know how jealous I am that you love kefir yogurt and fresh fruit? It's so good for your gut, but I hate it. I hate kefir. I did a food intolerance test that helped me lose weight, and now I know what I don't should eat. Did you do a food Well, it's very interesting you should say this. Somebody at work just had one of those, and she had to give up really strange things like lemons, which she loved, onion, and something else. Anyway, she gave up these things that she was supposed to give up, and the weight absolutely dropped off her. Because if you're eating the food that you're intolerant to, you crave it and you eat loads of it, apparently. And this can really, piss on your parade, so to speak, your weight loss parade. Reduced to 30 grams on Slimming World cereal. But you see, 30 grams, it's nothing, is it? It's not enough. Now we're all bloody starving now. Apple and peanut butter, I love it. Water kefir, it's fizzy and delicious. Thank you, Esther. I'll try it, but I don't really like it. Yeah, well, if you're lactose intolerant, Caesar, and you eat cheese, you're not going to be well, are you? Weight loss parade, exactly, John. Yeah, so, let me just plug this in. I think where some people go wrong with 16-8 is they start heading towards their 8 hours and they think, oh my God, and they get the fear that they're going to be hungry, and then they stuff. And that's one of the reasons that people cannot lose weight on the 16-8. You've got to still eat normally. It's not about you just going, I can just have whatever I want. Oh, jacket potato, I love the skin. Ellery Jones. You know Jane Seymour, the beautiful actress Jane Seymour, you know what she does? She bakes a potato, she takes all the potato out, she throws the potato away, and she only eats the skin. She looks amazing. To save on the carbohydrate. I know what you mean, though. I could almost be satisfied with just the skin. Oh, God, I love the skin of a jacket potato. I loved... Stop! Keep making me hungry! Oh, my God. All we're doing is talking about bloody food. Hi, Claire. Hi, Watching Watcher. How can we stay motivated if weight loss is really slow? Okay, that's a really good question. I think the thing is, if you're getting on and off the scales, you will never be happy because the scales will never tell you what you want to hear. Just forget about the scales. Almost forget about the weight. Forget about it. This isn't about being on diet. We've got to think obsessively with how much weight you're losing and forget about them. This is true emancipation from the stinking thinking diet culture. Do not do it, right? Just trust that if you really stick to it, you will lose weight. Now, if you've had a very high sugar, high carbohydrate life before, it might take a bit longer for your body to kick in, but your body will kick in. And sometimes take a day off from it and then go back to it. You know, just surprise your body. I think that's, my sister says that. She sometimes goes, oh, well, I'm just going to have like a day of just not being on it so that the body gets a bit confused. Some people change their hours. They might do 10:30 to 6:30 and then they might do 12 to 8 another time. What I hated most about fasting is the first week of drinking vegetable broth to detox. Then I did colon cleaning. Oh, dear, that's a lot, isn't it? I wouldn't want to do any colon cleaning. Oh, no. Oh, no, that sounds very unpleasant. I think I'll just leave my colon how it is. Yeah, another good thing is if you want to get your gut really healthy, because the healthier your gut is, the better, more efficiently your body works, the more efficiently your body will burn calories and go into that fat burning thing. So bone broth get, next time you're doing chicken or any beef or anything, you put your bones into like a slow cooker with, cover them with water, put some black peppercorns, put some celery, some onions, some carrot, some salt, sea salt, and I let it just cook over 24 hours on a very low bubble. And then you drain it, take the fat off the top of it, let it settle the fat, take the top of it. And then just like have a little cup of it. You can just drink it hot or you can put it in your soups. And it's really, really good for your gut. Yes, your gut health is totally linked to your mental health. But also you want to get your body working efficiently. So you want a healthy gut and you want to be eating a really good, all that microbiome thing that you need for your gut. So, you know, your different fruits and vegetables, so important. You know, if you have every single day broccoli, well, you know, that's better than not because broccoli is fantastic. But try and change up your vegetables. Maybe try some new vegetables. Apple cider vinegar with the mother included is really good. You could try a tablespoon of that in water before you eat. That's really good for the gut. Kefir that lady was saying that she had, that's really good for your gut. I take something, oh God, what's it called now? Does anyone follow Zach Bush on here? I take his healthy gut stuff. Tastes exactly like water. Inulin, yes, Music End. I could just eat veg, loads of veg, just have lots and lots of veg. What's going to make me feel energized? What's going to make me feel vitalized? You know, I've got this choice of a bag of crisps or an avocado or a jacket potato. You know, people go, oh, I better not have a jacket. Why not have a jacket potato? Have a jacket potato. Jacket potatoes are lovely. But a nice bit of butter, a bit of olive oil, and then have a massive salad or loads of veg along with it. I need to be better with my veg. I'm not great with my veg. I'm going to make for you next week this pepperonata dish. It's really nice. And you can have it with grilled meats, roast meats. You can have it with pasta. And you can make a big pot of it. And you can have it in the fridge all week and just keep munching it. Cabbage is so good for you, Sally. Love cabbage. Kimchi, excellent for your gut. And you know you only need a tiny bit of kimchi, about this much, for it to be good for the gut. Veg stir fry. I put on weight recently as perimenopause, especially the belly area, help. Well, absolutely, because what happens is our bodies literally are starving for estrogen. So they hang on, it hangs on to the belly fat. This is what my menopause doctor told me, because there's traces of estrogen in belly fat. The only problem is that estrogen is not really enough for us. So we hang on madly to the weight. So getting your hormones rebalanced, your estrogen and your testosterone will definitely help. Will definitely help. You know, think about, can you every day get 3 or 4 almonds, not roasted, not salted, 2 Brazil nuts, some pumpkin seeds, some sunflower seeds. Think about that. That's good fuel. That's really good fuel. Can you put that on your salad or on your jacket potato or whatever? That you fuel, or on your granola. Be careful of granola because shop bought granola is so full of sugar. You can make your own granola. It's really easy. Carla Martin, porridge is so good. And do you know that porridge actively lowers your cholesterol? The trouble is I don't like it. Well, I like it cold. I don't like it hot. So I have my oats cold. I have my oats with milk, grated apple, raisins and cinnamon. Delicious. But I have it in a bowl like this. Not a bowl like this. A bowl like this. My 15-year-old son has taken to only eating healthy plain food, no sauces, spices, salt, etc. He isn't getting enough and he won't listen to me. Yeah, it's scary when you feel like your kids are restricting a bit, isn't it? It is scary. But they all do it at some point, don't they? They all start deciding they want to lose weight, and that's why I don't talk about weight in front of my kids. Oh, my sweet and sour chicken is lovely. Well, I felt like I talked on, and actually you didn't ask me a lot of questions. So I think I did very well, and I think you was quite rubbish. I stopped Slimming World last week and started 16.8. Just had chocolate cake. Feels so weird. I hope it works. I found out last week I needed a hysterectomy and so need HRT. Learning so much. Oh, Katie, wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. Honestly, think about buying the 8-hour diet book by David Zuckerberg. I mentioned it last week in my film. I did check. It is still available. It's an old book. It doesn't cost much. And it will help you with cooking ideas. It's called the 8-Hour Diet. But you don't have to have it. Just keep thinking. Olive oil, nice meat, fish, beans, fruits, veg, sometimes a bag of crisps, sometimes a slice of cake, sometimes a couple of glasses of wine, if you want it, but all within your 8 hours. Do you adjust your eating hours depending on what you're doing that day? Yes. Like sometimes, like if I know I'm having people round in the evening, I will start eating much later. But you have to be careful because you don't want to always keep getting later and later and later at night. So say, for instance, you do 10:30 to 6:30 but I end up eating until like 9 o'clock, then what I might do is change my 10:30 to 12 but finish at 6:30 or 7:30, and not because you don't want to end up still eating at midnight. Do you know what I mean? If you keep mucking about with it, you can end up, because really it's really good to have stopped all eating 2 hours before you go to bed. Yeah, Francoise, it's not good for you. It's not good for your insulin. It's not good for your sleep. It really isn't good to eat late at night. Oh, did you buy it, Martin? It's helpful, isn't it? Because it gives you some ideas. I mean, if you're quite a good cook and you know a lot about, if you know a lot about healthy food, you probably don't need it. But I tell you what's good about it. It really inspires you because there's other people's stories in there as well. So it could be an aid. Anyway, I better go because I'm nearly out of my eating hours time and I need to go and eat. All right, my lovelies, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Can you drink black tea and water after your eating hours are finished? Yes, you can, Gabrielle. You can. And if you're vegan or vegetarian, you know, of course, you don't have to have the chicken or the fish. You just have the beans. Oh, Nenand Lukic. What a fantastic name. Welcome to the family guest area. If you join us tomorrow for coffee moaning, Mark and I will sing you a welcome to the family guest area because every new family guest gets a welcome song. All right, my darlings, lots and lots of love. Have a lovely evening, and I'll see you tomorrow for coffee morning. Bye.